G'day cocktail lovers and welcome to the Cocktail Dome. I'm your host Chuck Carrot. With me as always is my co-host Archbishop.
And we bring you the most exciting sport of all. The sport of kings, queens and in-betweens. Making cocktails.
So we're declaring cocktail making is officially a sport?
Well, as well, Chuck. Some seriously stupid things get called a sport. Ooh, look at me. I'm walking. Someone give me an Olympic medal.
I didn't realise you felt so strongly about it, Arch.
I'll let other people have their thing, but nobody's going to stop me from calling cocktail makers a sport.
Well, then let's see what sporting competition Mr. Angry has for us today.
Thanks, Chuck. Now, to be fair to Arch, I am taking on a classic cocktail today.
Ooh, a bare knuckle cocktail competition maybe?
There can be only one victor. Honestly, it's more like a social match. I'm using the classic Gimlet recipe as the starting point for what I'll be doing today. In essence, this is a simple two-component cocktail, but I've made a special syrup to go with it. That requires some preparation time. So while the cocktail itself, easy to make, you've got to do some work up front. Now, traditionally, Gimlet was made with Rose's lime syrup. People don't use that so much these days. It's kind of sickly sweet. If you order a Gimlet in a bar today, it's more likely to have a mixture of sugar syrup and fresh lime juice, but I've gone my own way and made my own syrup to go with this. I actually have a clarified lemon cordial to go with this. You're still getting those citrus flavors in, and it's sweet, but it isn't as heavy as a Rose's lime syrup. Now, this is a whole process we go through like with most clarified cocktails, and I'm using lemon in this case, but this technique would work with any citrus. First thing we do is peel the citrus, then weigh your peel, and you want to cover that in twice its weight in sugar. Now comes the waiting game, because the sugar is going to extract the oils from the peel. This will take a day or two, but will turn into a syrup. A little bit of magic happening there. This is called an oleosaccharum, and you can use it as is as a general sweetener for cocktails, but I'm taking it a little further. Once you've got the syrup, we want to add the juice from your original citrus. Now stir that to make sure all the sugar is dissolved in there. Then we're going to add that combined mixture. After straining out the peel, we're going to add that to some milk, and we want the ratio of 4 parts syrup to 1 part milk. Give that a gentle stir to make sure it's mixed in, and then let it sit. Now this time probably half an hour to an hour is what you'll need until you see some separation. Then we pour that through a paper coffee filter or a cheesecloth, and it's going to clarify, and you'll get a nice clear syrup at the other end. Now, like clarified cocktails, the first amount that goes through is probably going to be a bit cloudy because the liquid will start running through the filter before the curds have completely settled. So you need to let it run through for a while, and then when you see it's coming through clear, tip that original amount back through the filter. Alternatively, you can filter the entire mixture more than once, but because this is thicker than a cocktail, it's a syrup, it's going to take a while, probably several hours, depending how large the batch it maybe is. Once you have the clarified cordial, making the cocktail is really simple. You get your gin of choice, and it's a shaken cocktail, so we're going to add 2 to 2.5 ounces of gin to the shaker, depending how strong you want it, and 1 ounce of our clarified lemon cordial. That's all the ingredients. We add ice to our shaker, put it together, bang it in hard, give that a good solid shake for about 15 seconds. We strain that into a chilled glass. I'm using a Nick and Nora, and here we have our lemon gimlet.
Oh, you put in a lot of groundwork for this, but it's paid off.
Yeah, you get the citrus notes and the sweetness, but it doesn't throw the drink out of balance.
Plus, you can use the technique with any citrus. I really like making it with blood orange. And while I humbly call this the greatest ever sour mix, it's not limited to cocktails. You can add some soda water for a non-alcoholic drink, or pour it over desserts. I've done it with ice cream, pancakes, waffles. All fantastic. Well, if you're going to put the effort in, it's good that you can get a lot of uses out of it.
Yeah, and just on the cocktail front, this would go great in any drink that calls for both lemon juice and sugar.
Just goes to show, Arch, we should never stop experimenting because life's too short to waste time on boring cocktails.
Cheers!